go.
See Len win that tip. He's got long arms, long legs. He's a big body.
And let's see how Russell Westbrook reacts to the subpar game, an unusual subpar game on Tuesday night against the Celtics. Jason Tatum leading the way with that 50-point explosion. Kemba Walker, big shots down the stretch, and the Celtics beat the Wizards. Sabonis, played by Len. Here's Sabonis putting it on the floor, spinning. The hook comes up short. Hachimura is on it for the Wizards.
We saw Sabonis go to his favorite spot on the floor, that low left block where he loves to operate.
There's Nico. And the Wizards on the board first.
So hard to keep Russell Westbrook in front of you when he has the ball, and then suddenly collapses the defense. And if you're a good shooter, you're going to get an open shot a lot of times.
Try to get it down low, and it's picked off. Here's Neto with the lead pass.
16 turnovers for 20 points for Washington.
And Indiana is an injury-hit team. Key players out, particularly Caris LeVert. That is a huge loss. Here's Westbrook working in the paint through the double. Westbrook looking to make a move. And then decides to give it up. Hachimura with the angled shot. Westbrook with the rebound, try to go glass. And back come the Wizards.
Well, that's the problem with Russell Westbrook. Who do you put on him? Because Sabonis spinning back, misses that shot, the challenge by Len. Westbrook is a guard, yeah, but he also is like a front line guy because of his strength and athleticism.
All right, here's Malcolm Brogdon. He's back from injury prior to the game Tuesday night. He missed 10 in a row. Brogdon coming up off glass. And Bradley Beal still bothered by that hamstring, but says he continues to manage it. Did not shoot well the other night, but at 25 points at all. Nice pass.
Even Len was out in the left-hand corner. Len can shoot the ball facing the basket.
Here's a runner by McDermott. The team victory over Charlotte. Here's Beal. But 1-on-3 and picked off by Sabonis.
Excellent defense by Sabonis. He showed as if he was going to stop the ball, and then with that fake, wound up getting back in the passing lane.
Jump hook off the mark. He took a shot to the side of the face. Westbrook pulls it up on Brogdon, trying to go glass. But Sabonis is shaken up. Brogdon going at Westbrook for the early going.
Blow by too easy that time. Westbrook's got to keep the ball in front of him. You know, I keep saying it's too easy, but neither one of these teams is noted for their defense. As we see Brogdon step back, misses the three-point shot. Indiana's 25th in the league in giving up points. Washington is 30th in the league, so who's going to stop somebody?
Pass by Beal, broken up. Kept alive by Indiana. Sabonis getting it into the corner. Syracuse. Days with the Ukrainian national team.
I coached the Ukrainian team for 4 straight summers, and Len was a guy that I was hoping. I recruited Len hard and heavy to play for the national team. He just wasn't interested. You think I may have turned him off?
Brogdon able to jump
then to the right, then to the left, then to the right, because these teams go up and down the floor trying to put.
In 2012, they lost to Miami, NBA Coach of the Year in 2010. Played in the NBA, spent 8 years as an NBA player, and spent some time with you, Mike.
He said that was a very long year for him when he was in Cleveland with us. But Scott would be the first one out in the gym every day, and then he was the champion of the 3-on-3 league after practice was over.
Oh, Rigoberto, Indiana up by 2. Scott also a member of that 1994 Houston Rocket Championship team.
Bob Brooks is one of those players that every coach loves to have on the roster because he's all about team. He's another voice in the locker room trying to support what the coaches are trying to get across, or what you need to do to get better, to win games, and those are special people to your roster.
To the Celtics, and as we mentioned during the course of the game, did not look to be his usual fiery self, but he was just upset about the fact. Or was there a minor injury? He said he's been hit by all kinds of nicks and bruises. This is Neto coming up short.
We've seen a number of questionable shots by both teams thus far in the game.
Brogdon got the step. Sabonis reaching for it. Sabonis. Oh. And Russell will take a seat. 2 for 4 from the field. Battling for that rebound along with Doug McDermott. McDermott put it home. Bertans, incidentally, usually a very good three-point shooter. 0 for 7 from downtown the other night.
In the regular season, he had terrific games, 25, 26 in 2 games against Indiana.
McDermott was turned back. Here's Brissett on the follow. Sabonis is right because of injury, and that's a big loss. Sabonis has moved from the forward spot to center.
For Washington, Bertans better have his hard hat on, because if you're matched up against Sabonis, you have to be ready for a physical game, particularly.
Second-year man from Arkansas, came over from the Bulls and has played very well. In fact, this is Ish Smith, who had a 17-point game the other night. And
Silva from the weak side making rotations.
He did step out. Sabonis from deep, not able to hit now. Here's Smith moving it back. With that high dribble, able to penetrate. That comes T.J. McConnell, who just checked in. He has had a terrific season. Oh, good touch by McDermott. Doug McDermott has worked his way into the starting lineup with all the injuries suffered by the Pacers. He has averaged better than 16 points per game over the last month. Smith, McDermott off the fake. Sabonis and McDermott playing catch.
Hope we'll look at the basket. He's a knockdown shooter in that starting lineup, being very productive for the Pacers.
7-year man out of Creighton is known as Doug McBuckets after leading the nation in scoring when he was at Creighton. Here's McConnell coming up short. And here are the Wizards. So this game is going at a pretty good pace. We talked about that earlier. Beal missed on the reverse, and back they come, led by Sabonis. Here's Brissett. Ish Smith will bring it back the other way with just under 2 to go in this first quarter.
See how hard it is to get back in transition defense when you got your center rebounding and bust out, leading the break, kind of like Charles Barkley used to do.
Oh, Charles would love to hear